actually, it's to do with what I'm going to talk about, which is the book I'm reading. And that is, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm doing the self-camera, but it's Rouge by Awad. It's this, so it is about beauty standards. It is about, look, I cut my finger, and it is about the unrealistic standards we as women set ourselves and trying to make yourself look young the whole time and getting these extreme treatments. But obviously it's to a different level. It's to a unreal level in this book. And the funniest thing about this is I've had to go around with a hat on my head and my skin peeling off all week because I got a chemical peel on Saturday. So I'm reading this being like, obviously this is the extreme, but basically I'm getting wedding ready. I need to get my skin, my wedding's not for another year. I'll be peeling from my face all week. Have to wear a hat to, first of all, cover the horrible flaky skin, and second of all, cover the sun. And it's like the sun has come to London. It's just exactly now, this is when it's going to be this, like the time when you get burnt, you know, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, on this book, I actually wrote my Goodreads review saying, I don't know, I just think this one is a bit too confusing for me. It's a bit too unreal. It's a bit too, I don't know what's going on. I didn't get grounded in reality in their character to start with. And now we're in this kind of unreal, confusing kind of world, which I'm not going to explain anything further. But then I sat in bed last night and I read, I got to part, I can't remember what, the last little part of it, and it's all getting a bit exciting and more action is happening, and it's still a bit unreal and stuff like that, but I'm enjoying it a lot more. So, but I'm glad, which is fun because I haven't really enjoyed it that much the way through, and you know I love Bunny. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts so far. I should be finishing it soon and I'll let you know my final thoughts. But I just think it's funny when I'm walking around with this book about these ridiculous treatments this mother and daughter take and all these stuff, and I'm here like, that's me. I'm peeling my skin off. So anyway, hopefully my skin is fine by this weekend, so I can stop wearing a hat everywhere I go. I'm gonna get back to work now. Talk to you later, bye. These like baggy kind of cargo-like trousers, my pumps and white tee. It's a beautiful day out there. I have got full of SPF and it's the first day I can not wear a hat going out because I'm not peeling anymore. So I mean, I will still stay safe in the sun because I've still got that fresh skin, but I'm really enjoying this final quarter of Rouge. I'm just not finished it yet. Anyway, I am just heading out to the market as usual on a Saturday, so I will get that and then talk to you later. I'm just gonna go and leave the house. It's a beautiful day, people. Gorgina. And look at this. Good morning. It is another beautiful day here in London town. Honestly, guys, it's been a long winter for me for various different reasons, and I mean I find every winter long. This one was particularly long, and I'm just feeling very happy, very grateful that it's over and that we've got lovely warm weather, blue skies for the last week. It's been amazing. I think everyone here is like, thank God. I'm just finished Pilates. I'm just finished Pilates and I am heading just to pick up stuff for my morning smoothie. But I'm just taking the long way through. I just want to see if you can see the lovely trees and flowers and everything. This is like just a little park by a wood, no, park by a church here. It's really small. It's got a playground, a little bit of greenery, and like a lawn. But it's just so gorgeous. Hang on. There you can see. Sorry, I didn't want to look like I was filming people, but then it comes out here. A little lawn area where people can sit, enjoy the sun. There's the church, and there's a playground over there. But it's just so nice. Like, look at that tree, gorgeous. We finished Rouge by Mona Awad last night. And I'll tell you what, the ending, the last quarter of the book, I'd say, really brought it up for me in terms of its star rating. I don't know whether I can give it a 4 because, you know, it was the last quarter, but it really gave me some clarity, and I felt like I was so much more aware of everything by the end. It was just really good ending. I just don't know. She really wrapped it up nicely. That's great. And do you know what I'm in the mood for next? I'm feeling a little mood read. A good old thriller. Like a really typical thriller, domestic thriller, that kind of vibe. But you know what I'd love? To be honest with you, a book like Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. When I read that book, I was like, this is so good. It's such a good thriller. It's really dark, but it was just so good. I actually think I might do a little deep dive into what other kind of thrillers there is like that. Because I read another Karen Slaughter book, and again I was like, just isn't hitting the same, you know? Started a new dry shampoo, which I'm really liking. Very expensive, but you only use a tiny bit of it, and it is pretty good. That's pretty good. I left you all wondering what book I would choose yesterday. Well, the choice is here. I chose Triptych by Karen Slaughter. I basically looked into it. I did loads of research into different books, and I actually added a few to my TBR, but I was like, people kept mentioning this series, and then when I looked at the ratings, that was very, very good. I was just like, I'm far enough away from Pretty Girls that I can kind of change it a little bit, but I felt like a Karen Slaughter book. So, and my little mind was right, because I'm really enjoying it, guys. It is like, oh, just, you know, when you're just reading a thriller. Jeez, I am. It's hard. Sometimes I do forget to say my THs. So, but really enjoying it, and yeah, just was flying through yesterday. You know, there is, when you read these kind of books like romances, thrillers, they're made to be easy to digest. Not easy to digest in some of the most graphic terms, but as in the wording, the pacing, everything is quick. So it is like a nice little, it's like a little cleanse for the brain when you're reading it, because you're just going through it really fast and you don't have to check every word, which I also love that kind of reading experience. But I was definitely in the mood for this kind of reading right now, which I'm very much enjoying. So I'll keep you updated. I've just started, so I'm going to read on the way to work today, and yeah, I'll catch up with you later. Bye.